Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this morning. And I believe you all enjoyed yesterday and the day before. Remember, the slides will be uploaded to SlideShare, as well as the previous recordings will be uploaded to my YouTube. If you go to the following link, everything about me, my links to my YouTube, my links to my SlideShare, and to my also social media. Thank you for those who went out yesterday to check me out and also sent me some connection requests on LinkedIn. Please do the same. Add me as a friend on social media to follow me and to see what I'm doing, as well as on LinkedIn, so that because we're going to focus a little bit on LinkedIn and Facebook today. Just to give you an idea, this is all about sharing some knowledge and sharing you what social media can do for you in the long run. Maybe there's some things that you do know, so please open mind and learn, and there might be new things for you. So please take notes to ask questions. So I'm just going to give you information in these few days. And the reason for that is I just want to open your mind to what digital marketing can do for you. And it's so amazing. But the thing is, most of us like to complain and say that, business is not good. But, if I have to ask you, how many of you put out, enough content or fishing lines in the water to be able to say that in the end of the day? It's easy to complain, but if I ask you what you do on social media, there's nothing on social media. The other day I was talking to a big company and they're looking for new clients. And then as I went on their social media, the last post they did on Twitter was 2014, the one on Facebook 2018. And remember, if I'm a prospective client and I see that, it means that maybe, are you still in business? Are you still doing what you say you're doing? Aren't you maybe a scam? Remember, some of us has been born before the internet. So we think differently. We approach the world differently. I was brought up, you don't email, you pick up the phone and you talk to the person. There was always this thing in the company that I worked with, you don't do emails because it's unpersonal. You have to pick up the phone and call them. If you have time to write them an email, pick up the phone. But things have changed and people don't do that. Young generation like to send emails or WhatsApps or be on social media instead of picking up the phone and call or answer the phone to talk to. So it's important. How can we crash it in 2020? Now, today I'm going to focus a little bit on LinkedIn and Facebook. I want to show you the power of LinkedIn and what LinkedIn can do. My question is, are some of you on LinkedIn already? How do you promote yourself in LinkedIn? What do you do? LinkedIn is a very powerful tool. It's actually where Facebook was in 2012. If you post something, the organic reach is so much bigger compared to what it was in the past. I think important is if you're not on LinkedIn at the moment and using it, you're going to lose out in the long run. The only challenge with LinkedIn, its ads is still a little bit expensive compared to other platforms, but the reach is so much bigger because it's more focused on business to business. So LinkedIn, what is your profile like? Now, this was an example, one of my profile about 3 months ago. I update my profile at least every 3 months. And that is important because you need to showcase yourself. Now, the one thing I want you to focus below my name, there's mental strength, master firewalker, team culture. Most people put there, I'm the director of so-and-so company, or I'm the sales manager of so-and-so company. Now, if you had to scroll down on your profile, you would see there is a place where you can put your work and where you work and what work do you do. So it's not necessary to put it in two places. Now, in the first webinar, remember we talked about, if someone asked you what you do, in 5 words, what can you say do you do? How can you stop them? So I think most important is if you put in your first 5 words there, or what do you do to stand out? Are you a guru? Are you the number one expert in sales? Are you the number one telephone salesperson? Are you the number one content creator? Or the expert content creator for corporates? Who are you and what do you do? The next thing that is important, if you look at about you, this is my profile, and I actually updated it last night again with a different photo. So please go and add me. your about, go click on my about, and you will start seeing, and it's written differently. It's who I am, what am I about, who do I serve, and who do I help people with. Also, don't write it in paragraphs. People don't have time to read. Make it in a sense of a bullet points, and just put it out there. And differently, when people read, it's easy to read, and they can quickly see all the points, and something might catch their eye, and they will read further. The one benefit of LinkedIn is you can put featured articles. If you go to my featured articles, you will see that in the end of the day, I put my videos there, my promo video, my profile. So if someone is interested in what I do, they can go there. They can watch my YouTube video that I've put up where I was on Quela. They can see my profile. They can see my articles. So you can put nice things there. So my idea for you is, update your profile and keep updating it to see what the results do you get on a continuous basis. Now, the one thing about LinkedIn is that you can create a company page. Like you have on Facebook, a company page, you can create. Now, because I trade underneath my name 90% of the time, I created myself a company page called Kobus Visser. Now, you can see, I get about 1,000 post impressions in the last 30 days, 5 button clicks. I only have 40 followers at the moment. But the organic reach is so much bigger. For me, it's more to get the impressions for people to see, because my articles get in front of people. Analytics at least shows you how many people have read your articles at least, or your post, and I think that is important. As you can see, you can even sponsor your post, like on Facebook. You can boost them if you want to, if you want to put money on that. So one thing that is important if you're in a company is that all of your employees needs to at least work at your company. And that is very, very important. I think in the end of the day is, and at your company is, if I go search you and I get to your company page, I'm going to definitely go look who works for you and why they work for you. Now imagine all of your employees list themselves as the number one salesman, the number one coffee lady, etc., etc. What is that going to tell me about your company? It's going to show me that you are professional, that you work with the best. It's going to create that perception. Remember, everything in today's age, especially on social media, is to create perception. Perception is key. Whatever perception you put out there, people take it as being the truth. If I put a photo on with a few years ago with AB de Villiers, do you know how many people perceive that I'm his best friend? Like, I don't know you're friends with AB de Villiers. I don't know you know him. Why didn't you invite me? So people quickly, just by posting a photo, create a perception that you probably know those people. And that is what's about for social media, is we need to create that perception that we are the best. One thing for me that is important is, this is just an example of mine. I have, I think, almost 50 recommendations at the moment. One thing is, if you connect with people, please go endorse their skills. I'm going to ask you the same. Please go endorse my skills. I will also do the same for you as well. Now, if you put on show more, you will see there's more skills. So please go also endorse some of the other skills. Also, recommendations is important. People say, yeah, it's about how many you receive. It's not only that. It's also about how many you give. In the end of the day, to receive, you will receive. But also, if I get your LinkedIn profile, I can go read what people say about you. Remember what I spoke about yesterday? It becomes your social proof, your social credibility, what people say about you. Not only that, is they also look at what recommendations do you give, do you give, and how. So it brings and it makes you a real person in the end of the day, that I realize that you are an expert at what you do. So that is, for me, is important. Please go do that for me. I will really appreciate it, and I will do that for you. Now, the thing about strategy, this is what Gary Vee says. Like I said, he's my mentor. How you can also grow it is, if you're an industry or you're looking to target your target market, go search things that matter not in your world, and in their world. How are you going to reach out? So go search the articles that you are an expert in, that you can comment on, because now as the next thing is you read that post, and then to connect with the person that posted it. Maybe it's the CEO of Coca-Cola that you want to reach out to and you want to do business with, is see what post they post, and leave a comment. What is your thoughts about that post? And maybe put a link there that directs them to your blog that you probably have written about that topic. And it's all about giving value, because I've done this and then people reach out to me and thank you. And then suddenly I get business because of that. And so it does take work and it takes effort every morning. But if you at least put on half an hour to an hour every day on your LinkedIn strategy, you're going to grow very good. One thing about LinkedIn is I'm going to show you later on how to connect with people. So next is you've probably seen on LinkedIn that some people have a golden IN next to their name. Now you will see I have one as well. Now there's this pay that shows you that you're premium. Now the difference between this is if there's no one gold on there, sometimes you don't know that person is really on LinkedIn, and especially when they don't have a photo. So the chances of them replying usually takes about a week, 2 weeks, sometimes a month, because they're only once a month. But those who have a LinkedIn golden LinkedIn on is that they are serious about LinkedIn and then they use LinkedIn. So in the beginning, I would say try to reach out to those with a golden LinkedIn, because you will get a faster response. Now, I know someone on the group as a recruitment agency. Now, one thing that you would love is that you can easily find and hire talent. Find and grade candidates faster, contact top people. Also, if you are looking for a job, there's a career, how to get hired, how to get ahead. There's one for business. You can have all four of them in the end of the day, but that's going to cost you about 4,000 to 5,000 rand. Now, which one I love to take on and that I suggest to my clients is to start with is the one for sales, unlock sales opportunities. Please don't go and upgrade your account now. Why is I want you to first lay out your foundation. Now, your foundation is, for me, it's the most important, is because before you started this sales opportunity, I have this program that says how to get results in 30 days. When I started this, before I do something, you have 30 days to pay it. Now, LinkedIn gives you 30 days free LinkedIn Premium. So please don't go wasted. The moment you get it, it opens a whole lot bigger door for you on LinkedIn that's going to actually excite you about the opportunities you can do. And you have 30 days to generate that money to start paying it. Now, the price point for sales is 1,000 Rand and 50 cents. It might go up now with the Rand dollar, but the last payment I paid was 1,000 Rand and 49 cents. So please go look at that. It will definitely open your mind. Now, the reason for that is you can reach out to people. You can save leads. You can find their details. You can see a little bit more about them. You can see on this first page, Amanda Richard has a golden IN next to her. It means he has a paid. Below is Rose Rand. Jessica Franco also have a gold one. So it's important. Now, the nice thing about this is on the left-hand side, you can filter your leads. You can save your leads and usually come back and see how many people are there. You can, a keyword, maybe events coordinator. You can say all companies, or if you want to target a company, you can actually target a company. I want to reach out to Coca-Cola or Google or who can I think of, Sanlam, and you can reach out to them. You can say relationship. I usually say all, because first connections means people that are already connected with you. Second connections means people that are connected with your first connections. Third one is after that as well. So I usually say all to reach out to people. Location, you can even target only Gauteng, you can target only Johannesburg, etc. Title, you can say what industry they need to be in. So it's all about you knowing your target market and be in front of your target market. So if you know your target market, you can even target the CEOs, HR managers, procurement, marketing, etc. So you can target all of those industries. Now, this is example mine that I've been using. I did marketing directors that I was searching in LA, Los Angeles, because I was trying to reach out to go international. One of my people that I do target that uses me a lot is marketing directors of companies. And so to give you an example, just in the LA region alone, there's about a total of 22,000 people that is a marketing directors. Now you can go and you can look at their seniority level. You can change it to director. It will filter this to get lower. You can say company headcount. I only want to work with companies of 50 employees and bigger. Then you put that in. company, etc., seniority level. So you can put all of that in, and you can then save the certs. Now, one thing that is important is you need to set up templates. Now, to give you a template is the template works in a certain process. Is how you connect with people on social media, on LinkedIn. The one thing that you will do, let's say I want to connect with Carmen. First, I'm going to view their profile. I saw a few of you viewed my profile yesterday. People will get a notification that you viewed their profile. Then you wait and you go view all the profiles that you want to view. You go back and then you start again, and then you send a connection. But just don't send a connection. Open the name, and as you press send a connection, it will ask you, do you want to add a note? Importance is add a note, because otherwise it will just be a poke, and people will not be sure why I'm adding you as a friend. So connection, first name, that first name means it will automatically ping them in. You can maybe just add a note. Here's an example, one of the templates that I use, or I use a different one where I give them some value in the end of the day to read my article. So what do you want to put out? Remember, don't sell. People are tired of people selling. So my mentor says is jab, right hook, is give value. And I think it's about 7 connections usually when people connect before they ask for the sale. So connect first, send value, and then you ask for the sale or appointment or meeting. Now, after the connection, they accept your connection, you send them up to 2,000. Now, just to give an idea, the previous one is to send the connection at node. That is about 300 characters. For sending accepting connection is up to 2,000 characters. You can add testimonials, you can give more value, you can ask more, give more something about yourself so that they understand how they can connect with you. And this is important. So make sure that you follow those process. Now, this does take time. This does take effort in the end of the day. One thing that LinkedIn also has is you can generate, if you go into the marketing side, the business side, business.linkedin, where you register, you can even generate lead forms that will help you to run ads where you can generate leads. Now, in any business, that is what we want. We want lead, and you can run campaigns that people can fill in and submit their details for you to contact them. So you can run an ad for that. Now, the next thing is that I love about LinkedIn, and we're going to talk about this going forward more on Facebook side, because it works as similar as Facebook. Just so make a mental note for now that how can I say that you know what LinkedIn Inside Tag is. Now, it's the similar as Facebook, and most of your platforms that you run an ad gives you this. So when we come to something called Facebook Pixel, you're going to understand how LinkedIn works, and this will help you by running ads. Remember, I talked about SlideShare. It's part of LinkedIn. It's where you can add your presentations, maybe your profile, maybe your product profiles. You add it, and you can see how many people have watched it, how many people have downloaded it, etc., and what people love. Okay, so let me give you some tools for LinkedIn to use. Now, as I showed you, by sending connection requests, viewing profiles, it does take time. Now, there's a tool called 1Lead. It's very, there's a free version where you can set up automatically 15 connection requests a day, or if you do the paid version, it gives you unlimited. Now, just the fourth thing is you can't have more than 300 open connections where people haven't accepted it. Otherwise, LinkedIn will start giving you warnings. Just make sure that you follow that correctly. But I do go into that deeper in my other course, that I go deeper into social media. But this one you can use as an automation tool, is where you can view profiles, you can invite them, automate it, you put your automatic templates already in, and you just press play, and it already connects with all the people that you want to connect with. You can analyze it, you can export all your data. 1Lead is very amazing. Yes, this example is you discover new prospects. It's nice and easy to set up. It's a CRM system for LinkedIn. It says how many people are waiting to accept, how many of you invited, how many has accepted, how many has skipped your profile. So stay close with your leads. You can set triggers. If this happens, then that needs to happen. Follow up with your leads at the right time. You can send bulk personalized messages to your connection, current connections with one click. So it's easy to connect with your current clients or your potential clients or leads. So this is a powerful tool for you to use. And I hope many of you knew about this and what this can do for you. So as you can see, LinkedIn is very powerful. From Sales Navigator, that you can search for the right people. You put in that link into one to lead, and you only connect with those people. It's not a approach, it's on your target market. I hope you all are excited and you're all learning something new today. The other thing that you can get is something called Lead Leaper. Now, what Lead Leaper is an extension that you install with Google Chrome. And what this does, it discover your LinkedIn. So when you do a search in LinkedIn Navigator, Sales Navigator, what you then do is Lead Leaper is an extension to your Google Chrome. And if you press that screen, if you look in the left bottom, opens, and you will see there's a green email and a blue telephone number. If you say search and you press on that green and you keep pressing on them, what it does, it just finds their business email address or their email. So it finds the email. Because LinkedIn doesn't give you the email, it's some people have it hidden. But what this program does, the free version gives you 100 finds like this a month, and the paid is definitely more. You can, I think, up to 1,000, 10,000, depending on how much money you have or your budget is. But it finds it creates a whole CRM system where you can, in Lead Leaper, you can email people. You can contact them. You can say, I've contacted them, I've emailed them. So it's also a nice CRM system that you have, and you have their contact details. How powerful is this? As you can see at the bottom left, it gives you their email address, their company name, and you can track everything. You can email them, like I said, by using Google G Suite or Office 365 and send personalized email. You can see if they opened it, email history. Employ your Lead Leaper lead bot automatically capture of 600 leads with one click and without appearing suspicious to LinkedIn. As I showed you, this is a powerful tool to use. So make sure that if you're going to use LinkedIn and Sales Navigator, that you have all of these programs ready and you can target people on LinkedIn. So my question at the end of the day is, do you have a budget for marketing? Because all of this costs money. You can use the free versions until you make money, for sure. But I would suggest on a minimum on all of the social platforms, at least of 100 Rand ad spend per day. You're looking also at least a management fee and of yourself now, and all of the cost of all of the programs, about 5,000 Rand per platform. So start looking at that and start putting slowly money towards your marketing, and you will start seeing it paying off. Because most companies actually, when they see business is bad, the challenge is business is not bad, is you're not putting money towards marketing. Okay, next program that I want you to download is, if you can quickly do the following. I will quickly put it in chat. I say Lorraine says flip. Yeah, nooit dit geweet nie. She says he's never knew how powerful this can be. And I promise you, I think most of you probably didn't know how powerful all of these tools are. So I just want to quickly put down this in the chat box for you, Bitly. And why I use Bitly, just for those who want to know, why don't I just put the link on? I created this link for the program. Okay, let me just send that. Please let me know if the link works. Otherwise, I will retype it. What Bitly does, it tracks me. Like I told you on the first day, everything needs to be measured. And you need to know if it works. Now, I use links like Bitly in all of my posts, or Shorby, SHOR.by, and it tracks to me how many people click on the link. It tells me if you guys and ladies will click on this link today and will open it. Otherwise, it means nothing. It's just a link that I put out there. And as this is a recording going out, I will see in the future how many people do use this link and go to the site. Another thing about this is it tells me where people are from. It tells me the ages. It tells me what platform, or how can I say, that they use a desktop, that they use their mobile. It gives me all of that information. So look at another thing about Bitly is one thing, if you post anything, please add a link to where people should go, because then you can start tracking your post. Create the link. Let's say you want to send them to your landing page or to your website. Create a link like this, Bitly, web, FB, to give you an example, it's website, Facebook, website, LinkedIn. And what that does is whenever you post on LinkedIn, you add the one with LinkedIn on, or on Facebook, you add the one with web FB. And what this does is it shows you, if you post on Facebook, how many people click on your link, and on LinkedIn. And then you can start seeing what posts perform and what platforms perform better for you as call to actions. And then you can start measuring it, and then you start getting results that is powerful in the end of the day. So make sure that whenever you post something, that you track it. Now, Alfred is like one to lead. It's a little bit more expensive, but it gives you so much more. It's a social selling automation, LinkedIn and Gmail. You can create campaigns. You can get in-depth analytics and dashboard. It gives you so much more than to lead. It's the reason for the paying for the entry-level program, about $800 a month, but it really gives you that value. It's an advanced LinkedIn CRM. It gives you access to emails, phone numbers, tagging notes, fully searchable, export into your CRMs. It gives you email campaigns on Gmail, automatically tracks and opens. So it's really a powerful CRM for LinkedIn and Gmail. Now, example, this is what I've been running in the last month. I've received 34 connections. I've sent 19 messages. Invite sent 20%. This is like email, because everyone is not on LinkedIn every day. This does take down sometimes more than a month, but 19 messages sent, 2 emails sent, and I've gotten 42 replies out of 1,700. What's nice about it is when I ran a campaign, I can set it up in such a way where I can go to the Sales Navigator, I can search it, I take the URL, and I come and paste it here. And what I also do is I want to only connect with premium users, and I want to exclude profiles without photos. And the reason for that is, if you're serious about LinkedIn, you will have a profile photo on LinkedIn. The next step is it will only give you leads up to for 2,500, and this is just to cap it to be safe. So look at that. You can make it less. You only want to connect with 100 people. It's up to you what you want to do. The next thing is you set it up so people can view their profile first. Then you can say, what's nice about this is you can say, send a connection request a day later, or an hour later, or 2 hours later. You can put in your template message, and it will, the insert there means you can add their first name, their surname, their company, etc., and add it to your 300 connections. The next step that you do is that you can set up the 2,000 character one. That's if the people accept your connection, this is the message it will automatically send once they accepted it. As you see, this program also does everything for you. The next thing that you do is you can then set up 3 days later to send the normal message, also 2,000 characters. Yeah, I'm like, go return. I would love you to read my book. It's on Amazon, but I'm going to give you a PDF for free. Are you interested? Please click on this link. What's nice about this is you can, so far I've seen set up almost, I think, unlimited messages. You can set up after this 3 days, send 5 days later another message, or every day. I won't suggest every day because people will think you're spamming them, but maybe at least once a week. This becomes like in your newsletter, where you constantly keep on giving value, and always you put the link. If you want to know more, click on this link. If you would love to set up an appointment with me, please click on this link to schedule it. And you do it with a Bitly link, and so you track if people in the messages, maybe you set it up as link replies with the Bitly, and you will see if people click on it and if your messages does work. Just to give you an example, programs I've run in the last week, it's between the one didn't have a good, I think, event planners because of what's happening. Probably it's not on LinkedIn because they want to stay away. They can't organize linked events at the moment. But you can see it's about 20% conversion of people that accept invites that you send. So, it's like emails. Emails have a 20% open rate. So just be conscious of that. If you want the results, you need to know that 23% got conversion, messages from all of them that replied and sent messages. So that becomes lower as well. So if you want to get your target, you need to make sure this is running at full capacity, but also be conscious that LinkedIn can block you if you have 300 open LinkedIn connections and people haven't accepted yet. It tells them that you are going crazy just sending connection requests, and so they don't want that to happen. So just be careful of that. One thing about this program is you can say every 7 days for every connection that I've sent out, please draw that connection back. So you can do that as well with this program. Okay, that is LinkedIn. Hope you all learned something about LinkedIn. Customer relationship management, that is CRM. Thank you for asking that, and Alam, thank you for replying with that answer. Okay, so that is Facebook, LinkedIn. Please, if you have any questions, leave it till the end or send it to me by email. Let's quickly look at what Facebook can do for you. How many of you are on Facebook at the moment? Hopefully everyone. Facebook is currently still the #1 return of investment for ads spent on Facebook. One thing is, first you have your phone. Now, I use my profile for business, and so you can maybe do the same. The reason why I still use profile is because of 5,000 friends. And now if you go on my friends, I have almost 800 followers as well. Now, if you go into your settings, you can set it up in such a way. If you can't get more, I have 5,000 friends at the moment. And if you can't accept new requests, you can open it up so that people can follow you. So this is powerful. And the reason for that is when I post something here, more people still see it organically compared to a page. The only challenge with this is I can't run ads using a profile. So in that sense, and as you can see, I have all my places where I've worked. My intro is the same as my LinkedIn. The thing about this is I can tag people, I can connect with people, and it's all my 5,000 friends and followers that can connect with me on this page, and I get a higher liking rate. Dr. Bill, I just want the social selling program that you get is on the web. It's not part of LinkedIn. Only Sales Navigator is part of LinkedIn. But please send me an email and I will respond as well. The next thing you need to do is, this is an old screenshot, but have a Facebook page. And this is only to allow you to run ads in the end of the day. Now, you can put up a lot of tabs at the side where people can sign up emails. But remember, photos, videos, also reviews. Please go give me a review also on Facebook. Why is a review so important? As it tells Facebook that you are relevant, and by being relevant, it will put your post automatically in front of people because a lot of people give you reviews. Now, to give you an example, I'm going to use Callum Marcel. She almost have 300 reviews on her Facebook alone. When she posts something, automatically she can get up to 300 likes. That easy, depends on how relevant that post is. So by having reviews, it's important. Not only that, yes, Callum Marcel, okay, that was a long time ago. That was 140 reviews. Over 182, 140 people recommended it. 180 gave it a 5-star review. So important to have people review your social media and give them recommendations. You can have groups. Groups are also important where you can advertise. This is some of my groups that I've created, advertised. I sort of generate emails from that and connect with people, even in the state that I live in, Centurion Gulf Estate people. So I connect with people in my surrounding. I have my personal groups that I will send you invite to or put in an email. But the groups is where you can advertise yourself. Now, the secret tool or trick that I would love to teach you is that once you supply a customer, ask them to write a review, or maybe write automatically one for them, a template, and you give them either written or video, and you ask them, I will give you a free coffee voucher, or I will give you a 10% discount for the next purchase. Would you please post this review of what our experience on let's say 10 groups. People are in groups like people who live in Centurion, people in Silver Lakes, etc., and ask them to post on that. And the reason for that is if you have to constantly post on those groups, only your friends and people that follow you will see it. And a small percentage of people that are not connected with you will see those posts. But imagine you ask your clients to do that for you, not only on their personal profile and maybe tag 10 friends, but also share it on the groups. You have that bigger reach because now you're reaching their people. It's almost like that philosophy that says we all are 6 degrees of separation. We're separated 6 degrees from each other. So someone knows someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone that will do business with you. And that is where we want to get. We want to create that organic reach where people share with what you do. The next thing is, okay, there's more groups. The groups that I talked about, people who live in Centurion, Pretoria East, Pretoria Classifieds, East Rand, etc. And you just have them posted there. Facebook now gives you another opportunity is you can sort of spy on your competitors. Let's say, he's sort of a competitor. He's Robin Banks. He's in the social media. He's a motivational speaker. And at the moment I went to see is that he doesn't have any ads at the moment. So you can go look at your competitors and look at what ads they are running on social media. So instead of you just see what other professional brands or competitors are doing that have put money into research on what to do on copywriting because they've done it so many times. And so it must work. So you just go see what your competitors do. Another one that I follow is Tony Robbins. He is an example of an ad that he's running and what it looks like. And, I can just go see and maybe copy it if I need it. You can see it only runs in the United States. The next thing that I would love you to look at is, we're still in time, is creating a business Facebook account. Now, I don't know how many of you know you have a business Facebook site as well. Go create yourself a business Facebook account and then go set up your ad account. Now, this is important because this is the background of Facebook where it allows you to get all the analytics and all the juicy tools that you need. Okay. The first thing that we're going to do after creating your ad account is we're going to look at something called Facebook pixel tracking. Now, Facebook uses pixel tracking on all websites to generate who you are, where you live, where you work, what you like, and other information you enter on, not only on Facebook anymore, but on Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp and Instagram. And it tracks you and gets all of your information. And why is this so important? It allows you when you run ads to target people. Now, I'll give you an example. If you target and run an ad just that targets women aged 18 to 32 living in Durban, compared to what if you run a Facebook ad targeting wealthy women aged 18 to 32 living in Kloof, Durban, who feel strongly about cruelty to animals and who love going to the gym looking good? Which one will give you the best results? And that is why it's so important to know your target market so that you can target them directly by running the ads. Now, why do I say this? Now, you probably can't see the following picture, but let me break it down for you quickly. You can go to this link where you can download this infographic, but let me show you. Facebook knows everything about you. Facebook knows your location, your age, your gender, your language, your relationship status. Are you from single to widowed? Are you interested? What you're interested? Your education level, your study level, your work, your industry that you are. This is now scary. They even know your income. They know your total net worth, your assets, your total value. They track you with everything. You know that when you accepted Messenger and WhatsApp, that you gave them access to turn on your microphone and to track you and to generate data. So it's important. Look at it. It knows your home type, your home ownership, your household. It knows your office type. It knows your ethnicity. It knows what generation you are. It knows if you are parents or are you planning to become a parent. Are you a stay-at-home mom? In the US, it even knows your political stance and You can, they could have, that's how they say Trump won, is using the right ads towards the right people. It knows your life events. It knows your interest, your entertainment, your relationship, fitness, food. I'm not going to go into this. It knows if you're outdoors, your business, are you looking for a car? Have you bought a car? Your activities, your banking, investment, spending methods. It knows your job role, mobile user, purchase behavior. It knows everything about you. It tracks you. It knows what pages you like, what apps you use. It's crazy what Facebook, and I hope you are not scared because, yes, maybe for you, you know that Facebook tracks you, but guess what? It tracks your target market. And now you can reach out to your target market. So to see what pages does track you, if you're interested, go and add it to Chrome Facebook Pixel Helper. And you will see that small little blue dot with a green one next to it will be added to your Google Chrome. And if you go to pages like Take a Lot and all of these pages, you will see who tracks and what and the information they gather. Why is this important? Is ladies, you usually do the following. You go to Edgar's online example, and you look at the most beautiful red shoes they are selling. And you so want the red shoes, but you don't know, you're not going to buy it today. And a few hours later, you scroll on Facebook and you're on YouTube, and suddenly there's red shoes appear in front of you as an ad. And then on Google, and then on YouTube, and then on Facebook. And then you ask, wow, you know, why? Maybe this is a sign. And then you go to your partner and say, look here, it's a sign from above. I need to buy the shoes. And this is how ads appear in front of you. They call it retargeting. And to do retargeting, they have to gather your info of what you do and what you like. So it tracks it collects all of your data from all the companies. Now, one thing is that once you've installed this pixel, you can install the same pixel into your website. You can install this on your Facebook page. This pixel is so powerful that you can put it on your landing page, etc. And what it does is you can tell Facebook to create an audience. And the audience is on audiences is people that have visited my website, my Facebook page, that have liked me, etc. And the reason for this is you can create an audience just with those people. So when I run a Facebook ad, it is not targeted to the whole Facebook. It's targeted to people that are interested in you. So when they see the ad in front of you, this is how they do retargeting. Because I visited the website. And now I go to Facebook, there's an ad running. The ad is going to be in front of me because I've been to your website. I've been to your Facebook page. Now, the nice thing about this, because it collects the data and creates an audience for that, you can later then create an audience called what they call a look-alike audience. Now, the look-alike audience is so great that it tells Facebook, I want people that are similar, from a 1% differentiate to 10% of people that look the same as the audience that have visited me. And so you create a new audience of similar people that has the potential of liking your product. Then another nice thing about it is you can create custom audiences by importing email addresses. So this is the next thing. Do you have a database? So take your current clients, you upload that to Facebook, and it goes and finds them. Email addresses is up to about 60 to 80%. And so if you have their cell phone numbers, it's 80 to 90%. And the reason why emails are so low, not everyone uses their company email address for Facebook registration emails. So it's important it doesn't find everyone, but this nice thing, it finds them, and you can even run ads that go directly to them because it found them on Facebook. You can create lookalike audiences of those current clients, you know, the similar likes, similar interested, similar posts, etc. It can differentiate between 1% and 10%. You can tell Facebook, I want to target Johannesburg of my lookalike audience, or Cape Town, or even America. So you can target these people, and your ads will only show in front of them. Why is this important? Is that when you run ads, you know the ads that you spend, you will it will give you a return of investment. Here's just an example of what I talked about, where you import your emails and it matches them, and it also finds a lookalike audience. Why is this so important? Is now the next thing is when we run ads, there's two types of ads that we're going to run on Facebook. You know, you can do awareness all of video views, etc., we're going to want to focus on lead generation. And lead generation is very important because we want to generate emails and cell phone numbers. So we want people to call. So generating leads is important. Then another thing is conversions. Now, conversions is powerful. I'm going to show you a photo of why conversions is important. Again, before I get to that, remember Facebook ads, you can target people, their age, their workplaces, their languages, their connections, the countries they are, cities, etc. You can target them all by using the tools that Facebook gives you. Example where your ads will usually on the right or the left. You will see it says sponsored ad, so that you know it's an ad. And so a conversion thing works in the following. You want to only pay for leads. So let's say you have a website or a landing page. So you run an ad with a link where you send them to. I send them to, let's say, my landing page. I have Facebook Pixel there and Google Analytics also to help with retargeting. The next step is, once they put in their detail, usually those pages take you to a thank you page. Thank you for giving me your details, etc. Now, the power of this is, if you put your conversion pixel on this thank you page and you run an ad, you can run an ad called conversion, and you will tell Facebook will tell, okay, how will we know if it's a conversion? Well, you will tell Facebook, if people comes to this thank you page, this is the only time you can charge me. And now you will know that you've gotten their email address, so Facebook is charging you per lead. Let's say, average leads now at the moment is 6 Rand to 10 Rand that we're getting for the one campaign that we're running. But, you're sometimes dependent on your industry, you can pay up to 200 to 500 Rand per lead. But that also depends on the sizes of the amount your products is and what you sell it for. Will depend on your product ad spend. So this is nice thing about Facebook, because you can only pay per lead. You don't have to put, if your lead spend is 200 Rand per lead, and you want 10 new leads, how much money are you going to put down? You're going to put down 2,000 Rand. And the power of that is that you will get 10 leads. Possibility of 10 leads, depending if your ad spend stays at 200 Rand. But again, that's 200 email addresses and cell phone numbers that you can pick up now and say, look, I saw you were interested in my product. Can we schedule a meeting so that I can tell you a little bit more? And if your conversion rate per lead is, let's say, 30%, then out of every 10, I'm going to get 3 clients. Now, if you come to me and I help you with your sales skills, you can probably up that to 5 to 6. But at the end of the day, by knowing your numbers, you know how much you can spend. So everyone, that is important. Like I said yesterday, money to spend is important. You have to have a budget. You have to know what your target market. And I think that is important for any business that are on social media. One thing that I talked about earlier, if you want to see what ads your competitors are running, we go to Facebook ad library. You just search Facebook ad library, and you can search ads by the advertiser name. So you just put your competitor name in there, and you can see what ads they are running at the moment. So that is Facebook, everyone. So a quick question. How many of you knew Facebook can do that? I know it's a lot of info. I can't go deeper. We're almost finished. Just a quick question. Is everyone surprised about Facebook and what Facebook can do? So for those who want to write something, please write down. But I think Facebook is powerful. Now, I'm going to finish off quickly. Yesterday, there was a lady asking just a little bit more about landing pages. Now, this is a landing page is 2 things. It's a landing page is to either generate, it's part of your sales funnel, or it's a sales page. Now, if you all go to the following link, I'm just going to add it for you. Then you will see I'm going to be part of a connection of our online summit coming now soon this weekend. And you can see the example of this page is, how can I say, how a landing page is created, or a sales page. It's to generate info, also sell tickets or sell products. And so let me just quickly get my link. I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to put the normal one in. If you can just all LinkedIn. I agree with you. It is important that you know that it's scary that they know everything about it. You know, sometimes you even talk about it on. Oh, sorry, that is the wrong link I've given you now. Let me just get the new link. Sorry, that is an old link. Here's the new link. So go look on it. Example of how there is the one with Kartra, just to see what it's about, how it's an example of a landing page. Please join me as well. I'm either speaking on the Saturday or the Sunday, and it's going to be amazing. I think if you're not on there, you're going to miss out. I'm surrounded by international speakers that is going to share a lot of info and a lot of knowledge for you all, and I would love you all to be part of that. I just want to get the next page quickly. Why sales funnel is important is, you can go through this on your own, but the idea of a sales page or landing page is to get people into your funnel, to get, in the end of the day, to get details, and the end of the day, to be able to make how can I say, a sale to them, and at the end of the day, get them to buy from you. So everyone, this is an example of a few sales funnels. This is one where you can give something away for free. This is example of ebook or case study, and people put in their details, and it's for you to generate a lead. Here's an example of selling a product. I'm looking for a shoe, a running shoe. This is the only thing that comes up, not the Accent Footwear company, only the page of selling it. Why? I can now physically click on buy now. Now, if I run a special here, there's a video about what it is. It gives me, I can go to a store if I don't want to buy directly. And this is how you can use it to your advantage. Now, another thing about this is that you can sell one product at a time, and you will get people that search for that product to come to your one page, not get distracted with everything on your website, but only find the one thing that they're looking for. There's enough info for them to make a decision, and they want to buy now, they will click buy now. So to give you an example of sales pages, here's some links. You will find it on when I upload the PDF of landing page example for sales, and Insta pages. Also, Unbounce and Insta pages, places where you can create your own landing pages and sales pages going forward. Remember, always give something of value to people. Don't give a 10% discount. Rather give a 25% discount or a 50% discount. And the reason for that is people don't have time, everyone, to drive to a shop for 10%. If I get a 30%, the chances of me buying it online or going to the store is almost 90% compared to a 10% discount voucher. Just to give you an example. Any questions while we are at this point that anyone has? So that was landing pages. I think we are at the end of today. So please let me know if you have any questions. I hope you all learned a lot today and that it was valuable information. Just seeing what some of you said, that in the end of the day, there was a lot of people didn't know that the Facebook does do this and knows about you. And remember, just a reminder, remember I talked about LinkedIn Inside Tag? It does exactly the same as Facebook Pixel. It generates audiences for you. You put it in your website and places that you want to track people, and it tracks and gathers the information. So when I add in LinkedIn, I can just target those people that have visited my LinkedIn page or my LinkedIn my website. I know Pinterest does it. Twitter does it. We're going to get to Twitter tomorrow. And Instagram does it, but Instagram is part of Facebook. So one thing that is important is all of these other platforms does have a tag or a pixel that you can install on your website or your landing pages that will track people and gather the info. Hi, Marina. Yes, it was loaded onto SlideShare. Why I use SlideShare is just easier for everyone to get to, but also you get other slides that I've posted in the past for you to gather more information. Marina, if you can't find it on SlideShare, please just pop me an email. Kobus with a C, kobus@kobusvisser.com, and I will just send you the slides. It is a little bit big, so it's not easy to send email, but I will send you the link of SlideShare. Any other questions for me to finish off as we close off today? I'm not seeing anyone typing. Hope you all learned. Please go connect with me on social media and send me your details. The recording of this webinar will be uploaded by the end of today on YouTube for you to go rewatch. The slides, like I said, will be uploaded. So if there's anything that you need, it will be online. If not, send me an email and we can talk. Also, send me your questions so that I can answer them at the next webinar. Okay. Everyone, I see you say thank you. I'm just waiting. There's one more person typing, and then we're going to close off. And hopefully you're all learning a lot new. So thank you, very informative. Pleasure, Jenny. This is why I'm doing this, is to give you all the info. Please don't be taken advantage by digital agencies. I will be giving you a free consultation to a digital agency that will help you in the end of this week. But important is, don't be taken advantage. Don't go about, you paid me $1,000. I got you 1,000 likes. Oh, wow, that is amazing. No, it's not amazing. It's the end of the day. How many leads did you get out of it? Can you contact those people? How much money do you have in your pocket in the end of the day? And that is what social media is about. Use it in the right way, and you will get the right results and success. Everyone, it's time for me to go. It's almost an hour. Today was a little bit longer. Thank you for taking time this morning to joining in. And please share. The link will go out today. Please share it with friends to join us tomorrow, and share the other links so that they can benefit and learn as well. And hopefully, I believe I'm going to see you this weekend at the summit. There will also be speakers about social media and how social media you can benefit from. Plus, my talk will be on the Saturday or on the Sunday. I'm just waiting for the schedule, and I will let you know. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day, and be successful, be great, and cheers. As ik terugkom,